to you all. I am so excited for today's live because if you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I have a pretty epic, I think it's a really epic giveaway, honestly, this week. I think last week's was unbelievable. If you didn't catch my live last Sunday, I went live. I gave away a set of Volume 2. Hi, Maggie. Volume 2 brushes, my new brush set with Beaky Beauty. I gave away a set to one lucky winner. That was so much fun. Hi, Heather. Hi, Rishi. Hi, Lala. Hi, Isabella. Hi, Paulina. Okay, you guys are all jumping on. I'm so excited to see you. So I was just talking about the live that, or the giveaway that I did last week for Volume 2. That was so much fun. That was already sent out to the winner. Hopefully she gets it soon. But for this week, I want to talk about it really quick and hopefully get you guys hyped up and excited because I think it's a really good one. I'm going to give away my entire box of Patrick Ta PR that I got recently. I talked about this in an Instagram story, I don't know, what, like last week, I think, a couple days ago. It's all a blur. But I talked about giving this away because, I had already placed an order for the Patrick Ta palette that comes in here. Let me actually open this on camera. Sorry if you haven't seen it yet. And if you missed my stories, this is the PR box that I'll be giving away. This entire thing, box and all. Hi, you guys. Good morning. So excited to see you guys. I see so many of my familiar faces and new ones. So welcome. So this is the box. And it comes with this really cool, it's like a menu. Or actually is a menu. Yeah, the menu for fall. Really cute. I'll open this up really quick too. Please excuse my messy, my house is a mess, like an absolute mess. It is just, it's astonishingly dirty right now. So this is the inside of it. It shows you like the fall collection for Patrick Ta. Look at this model. Jeez. Wow. Oh, the eye looks, the models, the imagery, so gorgeous. Hopefully this gets you like extra hyped up. So the pamphlet that comes in that PR box is stunning. So I'll make sure I include this too so you get the whole experience, not just like the products are inside. Oh, thank you, Julie. I appreciate you. You're only seeing like a small quarter of it. Like I have clothes everywhere that I need to put away. I have laundry to put away. Just like one of those times. So this is reflective, so I'm gonna try to show you like everything in the background. So this is the inside. You get a brush. You get the, let me open this without hopefully dropping this. Like I dropped the palette last time I was giving away a palette. This is the medium Major Dimension Essential Artistry Edition eyeshadow palette. It's all matte. It's a medium tone one. And I'm giving this away especially because, first of all, I have all of these already. I don't need more. And let me show you these individually so I don't drop it. Okay, hold on. And I had just placed an order on Sephora.com for that same matte palette. So I don't need duplicates and I don't need for my kit. So I'm just going to give that the whole thing away. So you get this eyeshadow combo. Really pretty. I've definitely used that one in an eye makeup tutorial before and you guys went crazy for it. It was a really pretty look. Get this one. And I'm not going to name the names, but just know that you'll get all four of those, or the whole thing, if you win. Pretty, right? Really pretty. Okay, one last one, and then we'll jump into this live and we'll get this party started. And this is the last one, okay? So I'll announce the details on how to win, just like I always do. It's going to be all in the description box below. So once this live gets uploaded to YouTube, that is when you could check the description box to see all the details on how to win. So it's always going to be really easy. It's never like a big jump through hoops type of deal. So check the description once this is done and uploaded and it's on YouTube permanently. So I won't give the details on how to win yet because I like to just make this about like catching up, doing our makeup together and having a good time. I'm gonna jump right into my makeup. I have my sunscreen on. I have my Paula's Choice. I have a refill of it now, so thankfully. I had run out recently and that's like my favorite one for under makeup. So let's dive into underpainting to some extent. I'm gonna do my N22 or grab my N22 and the MPH palette. And while I do this, I'm gonna try to read some comments because it's an easy thing that I don't have to really focus on. Just contouring my lips. Happy Sunday, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hi from Colorado. My cousin moved to Colorado a couple years ago. I need to go visit her. Hi, you guys. I'm so excited for the giveaway. So excited. Okay, it's tea time. Cute name. Question, what white mirror do you use on your desk? That white rectangular one. So I've linked it a couple times in the past. and it is from Amazon. It's like $14. I've had it since the beginning of my YouTube channel, and it's just a really handy mirror. I could try to link it again if you all want in on that. What I really should do, if I just kind of put my mind to it and try not to forget, is I should really have it just linked permanently in my description box, along with, like, I link my brushes, I link my YouTube, my shop where, like, I have my merch and stuff like that. So I'll try to remember to do that either today or in my next coming videos. That way it's just always there, and you guys can always check it out. I mean, as long as it's still available on Amazon, I'll have to double check. So I'm just swiping into either of these, and we're gonna do a little contouring, a little shading. I'm applying this just with a flat brush. This is the N24 brush, okay? So it's like that small eyeshadow brush. This is a great way to evenly distribute your cream contour, cream bronzer, and anything like that. Okay, second live. Oh my gosh, welcome to your second live. I'm so happy and flattered that you came back for another one. That means a lot. I'm so happy that it's not just like a one and done and you decided to never come back. Grateful to have you. So much fun over here. We hang out, we talk. I try to answer as many questions as possible while also doing a somewhat cohesive makeup look. Sometimes it's easier than others, so just give me some patience. But this is the underpainting. We're just gonna put this on, kind of slap it on. And then I have one new product in 2 different shades that I'm going to use as my main source of foundation. And I'm really excited. I have been quite literally blown away by this product. And let me, like, just not leave you on a cliffhanger. The Maxine's Revenge French Face Concealer is unbelievable. So you'll see me use this. I'll talk about how I like it, why I like it in just a bit. My top, I saw a question about my top. My top is from Free People. It's like those lace tops. They always have them. I love these tops. They're super easy to, like, throw underneath a blazer. I see Jolisa's on. How are you doing, Jolisa? I see Kim is on. I see Nancy's on. Claudia. Allie. Allie's asking a question. Oh, Allie, it's your second live also. Welcome back. I'm, again, so happy to have you. I'm so happy it was just like a one and done. Thank you for joining us. And then Gina from San Francisco. Welcome, Gina. Drinking matcha today? Yes, I will be getting one later on. For now, I've been trying to switch over to, like, a slightly more natural energy drink. So, oh, thank you, Michelle. I love this. Is actually one of my favorite colors of all time. Chartreuse. I just love it. Okay. I did your beginner drugstore tutorial and has never been. Oh, classic Latina beauty. I love that you tried it. I'm so happy you tried it and it worked out for you. Thank you so much for sharing that feedback. That means a lot. The feedback, good or bad, it's welcomed and it's just helpful. You know what I mean? So thank you. I really appreciate it. Corey says, using my husband's YouTube account because he has no ads. Ah, I love it. Always so funny when he tells me Nikki posts another video. Who's Nikki? I know he knows now. That is too funny. I love that you're on your husband's YouTube account. Well, thank you for stealing your husband's YouTube account and doing that and joining us. I really appreciate it. That is too funny. Your husband sounds like he would get along with my husband because my husband edits my YouTube and he's all up in, like, the beauty space. He knows about the new releases. He's got an opinion on, like, the finishes and, like, what product he thinks is good and what products he thinks are bad. It is too funny. He's like a pro now with makeup. All right, so I know I'm missing a lot, but I try my best to keep up with the chat as much as possible. It does go by really quick on my end, so what I see is, like, doom, 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 and it's definitely intense. Isabella, I want to answer your question really quick. So Isabella, excuse me, I'm contemplating getting the Westman Atelier blush bronzer powder duos. Do you recommend / how does it compare to your other favorite powders? Honestly, Isabella, I'm going to be real with you. I wasn't impressed by those. In fact, I never really picked them up. Are they pretty? Totally. They're very, very pretty, but I'm just not really overall impressed with them. So hopefully that helps you in your decision one way or another. They are very pricey too. So just saying, I don't know. I think they're nice, but they're just not my favorite. So, all right, I'm going to grab Makeup by Mario Bisque, and I'm going to prime and clean up underneath my brows with this, okay? So let me just do this really quick. I essentially line this up right underneath my brow bone. And then Allie is saying, hi Nikki, any last recommendations for the Sephora sale? I pretty much stocked up on everything you mentioned in your videos. Yes, Allie, but I haven't tried it yet. We're going to try it together in this video. I'm going to show you what I picked up just recently, Friday night to be exact, at the Sephora sale. And I don't know if I could recommend it or not. However, I did swatch them and they look beautiful. So I'll get to them in just a second. And it may be like the one last thing that you end up picking up. I don't know. So we'll be trying them out together. Gonna grab a clean N16 brush. And I like to drag this down. So kind of maintaining the sharpness underneath my brow. Can you guys see that okay? Dragging it down, maintaining the sharpness right underneath my brow. Oh, hi back to Philly. Thank you for watching. Oh, Georgia. And then you have a sunscreen you think I'd like. Okay, I need you to drop that in the comments once this is uploaded so I can screenshot it, write it down, and not miss it. All right, so just blending this out. Just like that. Blending the rest onto my eyelid. Look at the difference that makes too. It just really brightens so much. Kelsey's asking, thoughts on Kiko Milano makeup? The best affordable Italian makeup you'll find. It's amazing. They have amazing, amazing stuff. Amazing setting spray, amazing lip liners. I've tried everything from Kiko Milano, and most of it I had tried prior to even having a YouTube channel. So I guess a lot of my thoughts I haven't really been able to talk to you all about, but I did get the experience of going to a Kiko store in, was I in Italy? No, where was I? Where was I? Milan. Oh, yeah, I was in Milan. Okay, yeah, I was in Milan. So anyway, it was a really fun experience. The employees were all super knowledgeable and really helpful. It was a packed store too. It definitely is great quality and a really, really great price point. So yay to that. Great, great brand. Okay, so before I dive into the product, the main focus of this eye makeup look, I'm just going to tease them for you right now. I kind of lost my mind. I went into Sephora. I saw these. I already like the matte ones for like a natural look, but they have new shimmer ones, and I pretty much lost my you-know-what. I bought way too many. I do plan to put in about 2 of these in my pro kit because these are going to be so easy to use on clients to build a quick, soft, beautiful eye makeup look, which is essentially what most of them ask for anyway. Except for one of my girls. 2 of my girls are like, no, 3 of my girls are like full glam girlies, and then the rest of them are a little bit more natural, a little bit more like, I don't know, and they're like fitness girlies and like entrepreneurs, and they don't wear like a ton of makeup. So I did kind of buy these 2 colors with them in mind. Anyway, long story short, these are from Merit, and there's not a lot of stuff that fits my aesthetic and the way I like to do makeup and what I look for in makeup products that are from Merit, but I do love the Solo Shadows, I think they're called. And I picked up one more new matte one, and then the rest are shimmers. So I picked up Social. I'm just going to show you them all, okay? In case you're curious. This is what these lives are about. We get to have fun, play with stuff, show you stuff. It's like a show and tell, which I never had because I was homeschooled. Okay, this is Social. And Social is just a really pretty, kind of like a deep mauve, like a deep, cool mauve. Hi, back to NorCal. So that is Social. And then there is Sartorial. So I'm going to show you them all. We're going to do a little show and tell. So this is one of the shimmers, okay? And I bought this one for the kit. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. I might not dig my fingers in this right now, but I swatched them all at Sephora and they were gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Best setting spray for textured, oily skin. Angela, I think you should try this guy or the Charlotte Tilbury matte setting spray. That one is phenomenal for oily skin. Texture or not, it's not going to matter with the setting spray. Some of them say blurring, but there's not a whole lot of blurring you could do with the setting spray, just my opinion, but there's a lot of mattification you could do with a setting spray. Okay, this is the shade Surrealism. Nancy says she loves these shadows. Okay, we got Nancy's approval. Look how pretty that is. That's so gorgeous. So just a really easy throw on, throw like a bronzer in the crease, swipe that across the lid, call it good, and like, you know, have like a really pretty eye makeup look. All right, I have a couple more.
stay with me. I have the shade Studio, and actually I think Studio was a matte one. Yeah, I picked up Studio. I believe I picked this up for my kit as well. I don't remember my thought process anymore. All a blur. And then one more shimmer. Hold on, hang on, stay with me. This is Glacé. Or yeah, Glacé. Glacé. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay. Now we can do the makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna actually grab, kind of feel like doing, I feel like I should do something either bronzy. Okay, I need your help, you guys. Which one should I focus on? This one? That could be really pretty for today. You know what? Let me do this one. I think that this is going to be a really good showstopper. So Sartorial is the one that I'm going to put on today. So before we put this one on, I'm going to do a base layer of color. I'm going to grab the N20S brush, the smaller one. Okay, good. You're voting. Natasha's voting bronzy. I love that. Thank you, Natasha. And oh, I know it, Philly. It's such a great website. I know. I couldn't agree more. So I'm gonna grab the N20S and I'm just gonna dip into. I mean, I really should do this one, but I think I'm gonna do this instead. And what we're gonna do is kind of pack this all over the eyelid. It's gonna be a little messy. We're just going to throw like one color all over the lid, and then we'll throw that other color on top. And we're gonna try to keep this to like a 2-color max, just so I can show you how easy it is to build a look with something like a bronzy cream shadow. Sunshine votes bronzy as well. The Merit eyeshadows remind you of the MAC ones. Same, but they're not as like pro level where they're budget proof, but they're great. They're really great. Like I said, this is probably my favorite product I've ever tried from Merit. I do like those sheer lip liners too. I think they're really pretty and really easy. Okay, so just dipping into that Makeup by Mario color, the same color still. And Anna is asking, do you recommend the Makeup by Mario Nature? People keep saying, oh, it isn't as good as the other ones, but I love his palette. Yeah, Anna, I would, if you can, if you have time, no pressure, but I did talk about this in my video that I posted yesterday on my YouTube channel. I posted a whole video on new makeup releases and how to use them. So I think that will really spark your interest, because I do talk all about this Makeup by Mario palette in particular, and I've gathered all that feedback, the same feedback that you're reading about people like not liking it and saying that it's not as good. I do touch on that quite a bit, so definitely check that out. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Terry loves it too. Terry, I feel like we have the same taste in makeup. Terry, you're so sweet. Claudia says she loved that video. Thank you so much, Claudia. I really appreciate that. This is the N20S. So it's the small one to the N20. So I'm still just building up that one shadow. Oh, I'm so happy you made it to a live. Better late than never, 100%. Okay. My top is from Free People. I'm going to try to remember to link it because I've seen so many questions pop up. So I'm going to try to, for sure, remember to link it. And I'm going to try to read some questions out as well. Let's see. Hyperpigmentation on skin. Dark foundation, light concealer, or light foundation and bronzer. Hyperpigmentation on skin. You would want to match your skin. Try looking at your overall picture. I want you to try to look at the tone of your face, but also take into consideration your neck and your whole chest region. I want you to like focus on matching your face to this. And with that said, if you have hyperpigmentation, what you want to do is always tackle the hyperpigmentation and spot correct it. I hate to say correct, but like spot correct it with a color corrector. So if you're trying to minimize the look of it, if you're trying to knock out that tone so it doesn't pop through your foundation, you absolutely want to use a color corrector. You don't want to mess with lighter or darker foundations because you're never going to be happy with that result, and it's going to be a really tricky process that overall it's just not going to work the best. It's going to be, yeah, you just want to match your face the best you can and just tackle the hyperpigmentation on its own with a color corrector. Huda Beauty makes really good color correctors. Bobbi Brown makes great color correctors. I use a lot of ones from like pro brands like Krylon, and what was the other one I use? RCMA. RCMA has great color correctors. Question: when you say to use bronzer under your eyes, does this apply to deeper skin and those with dark circles under their eyes too? No, Lola, when I mean bronzer, I mean bronzer like in the crease as your eyeshadow, and then swept on the bottom lash line as like a soft eyeshadow look. Oh, I'm so happy you found me through Lisa J. Are you kidding me? Oh, you found me and Lisa. Wait, love that I found you and Lisa J. Oh, well, I love that for you too, and I'm so thrilled that you did. That is so sweet. Did you guys catch my stories by chance today on Instagram? Lisa J sent me the most thoughtful, the most precious, like melted my heart burst into a million pieces when I opened this box. She sent me these okay, so May caught it, hand drawn, hand painted, excuse me, ornaments, Christmas ornaments, done by one of her friends. Adrian says the ornaments are perfect. Thank you so much. They're of Bear and Tomas. I'll try to actually post them, to be quite honest, in my YouTube community so you guys can all just see it in case you're not on Instagram. But the most thoughtful gift, I am so afraid of breaking them because they're fragile, they're made of glass. But wow, what a incredibly thoughtful gift. Lisa's so cute too because she was like so proud of them. She's like, I knew you loved them. Like, how could I not? Like the sweetest gifts on the planet. Literally, Mitch opened them too, and he opened them with me. He was like, oh, couldn't believe it. I think I might put them on like a special, I don't know, either a special place on my Christmas tree or like a separate Christmas tree, just so they're like really safe, so no one bangs into them. I'm just worried about them getting broken. It's scary. Okay, Sandy is asking an interesting question. Sandy, I got you. Any help for my 11s, please? They drive me crazy. All right, Sandy, I'm going to give you the cold, hard facts while I apply this one with the N24, okay? And listen, I'm just going to be very, very honest with you because I can't help but not be honest. But 11s, so what Sandy's talking about, 11s are a term used from like plastic surgeons and dermatologists and like injectors. They're a term that describes the horizontal, vertical? Yeah, well, the lines go up in between your brows, basically. The vertical lines. So they go up and they look like 11s going up. The only thing, Natasha just read my mind. Yeah, the only thing that is going to help soften the look is Botox. That's it. That's the only thing you could do. Retinols will do something to kind of soften and take the edge off a little bit. But ultimately, I'm not going to lie to you and say like, oh, just lots of moisturizer and, really good face cream or anything like that. Don't fall for the marketing out there. There's so much marketing that is misleading that gets you to buy these like products that, ultimately don't do anything. The main thing is going to be Botox. So I'm just going to keep it really real. I love you, Sandy. And I hope you don't mind me keeping it really authentic. That's the only thing that I know. If you have any other ideas, guys, let me know. But I would say that's it. All right, trying to read some more questions. What shade for a corrector for hyperpigmentation on your cheek? Angela, it just depends on your skin tone and like your skin depth and like the level of richness. If you're fair skinned, you would do like a light peach or a light pink. If you are of medium skin, you would do something that's more orangey. And if you're of a deeper complexion, you would do something that's more red. Okay, what do you think about the Gilded Honey highlighter from Laura Geller? I used to be a huge fan of that product. And actually, that reminds me, they had invited me to an event of theirs. And I wasn't able to make it, so it looked like fun. I would have loved to have gone. I used to love that product when I was a bridal makeup artist. It was incredible. So, so gorgeous. And I know they reformulated it and it's supposed to be back and better than ever. So maybe I'll pick it up. Do you like Fenty and Cali Ray products? Which ones? Kosa sprays? Okay, I love Cali Ray. I love Fenty. I have not tried the Kosa spray yet. Okay, so we're just packing this on. I've been like kind of going a little slow because I really want to read your guys' question and just kind of be more present in the chat because it's really hard to once I get into like more detailed looks. But let me just show you what this looks like. Right on top of that Makeup by Mario. It's just one color all over. Michelle's asking tips on doing my own bridal makeup. Yes, Michelle, you should follow along my tutorial, my drugstore bridal tutorial. It is a very easy to follow along video, and I think you'll learn a lot. All right. Just gonna finish this up. And look how pretty that is, right? Effortless, easy, no fussing with it. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to switch and I'm going to grab an eyeliner from vanngo Beauty. And this is the shade Use Your Own Judgment. I love this shade from vanngo. This is a twist up pencil. And I'm going to line as closely to my lash line as possible. Just getting this in there. And running this into my lash line. And then Carissa's asking a great question. New Makeup by Mario foundation or the Natasha Denona? I have combo leaning oily skin. Both seem amazing, but can't decide. Carissa, based on your skin type, I would go for the Mario. Because if you're oily leaning, I would just, the Mario is going to be more of a satin finish. And the Natasha is going to lean a lot more glowy on you based on your skin type. So if you're trying to combat the oil and not like ride with it, I would do the Mario. So just running this in the lash line. I'm not trying to do anything perfect. I just want to get like a soft, smoky lash line with this color. So Use Your Own Judgment is the liner. And it's a really pretty deep bronzy brown. So it's going to go perfectly with this eye makeup look because it's like a deeper bronzy look on top of like that lighter bronzy look that we just applied all over. So running this in, I'm going to get the inner corner a bit. Just like that. And then same thing, inner corner, just a bit. Thank you, Jessica. I just got them done a few days ago. Karen says she loves the Makeup by Mario for her oily skin. Karen, thank you for that feedback. It's helpful for all of us to hear that. So I agree. I love the Makeup by Mario on my oily skin. I think it looks and wears really, really beautiful. Same eyeliner. I forgot I want to tightline the bottom lash line. So I'm going to run this just about 3/4 of the way in. I'm not going to go all the way across because it might be just too intense for a Sunday during the day. So let me just do this other side. Stephanie, I'm so happy you're catching it live. Welcome. Barcha, I do have a new tattoo in my hand. Thank you for asking. I do. My friend Johnny did it last week. I'll show you it. Sorry. It says grateful. I've always wanted to do another tattoo on my hand because I've had love here forever and I've never went to finish it and get something else. 2 different tattoo artists, and yeah, I'm so happy to have this finished now. I love cursive writing. Okay, let's see. Question, do you have trouble with contact wearers or clients who get makeup on their contacts? Any tips? Yes, I do. So when I'm doing makeup on clients that have contacts, I only have 2 clients that wear contacts on a regular basis, and they usually have them in their eyes when I'm doing their makeup. The thing that you need to account for and make sure that you're giving them the time is to blink. So what happens with contacts is your eyes get dried up really quick. Gonna go back to the Merit Shadow N12 brush. What happens is when you're doing like detail work and blending work with your eyes, if you're wearing contacts, your eyes get really, really dry the more they're open. And also you want to be careful not to get any shadow into the contacts or on top of the contacts. But I just allow my clients a lot of time to blink in between. So I'll never have them hold a spot like looking up or looking off or looking off for too long because I know it's really uncomfortable for them. But other than that, I don't have any other tips. I would say if you have sensitive eyes, which I'm sure you don't because you're wearing contacts every day, but if you do have sensitive eyes, maybe avoid tight lining because it could be a little irritating. But no, I don't, there's really nothing, in my opinion anyway, that you need to be aware of or avoid as a contact wearer. Maybe like harsh glitters, but even in moderation, you should be totally fine. Okay, we are going to grab mascara and pop this on. This is the L'Oreal Extensionist Telescopic Mascara. Fully hooked on this now. And let me read this question from Penny. So Penny is saying, hey, Nikki, I want to do something about my lips. My lip lines, excuse me. Botox, question mark. I'm nervous about the possibility of unnatural effect and in my temple areas. Penny, I would say the best thing to do is to go to a professional and just get a consultation. Just go, tell them you want a consultation, read reviews, referrals are even better, and get a consultation and they'll be able to answer like all those questions and either put your mind at ease, help you figure out like what the best treatment is for you, if you want to do it, if you don't. I just think the more you know, the better. So getting a consultation is going to be a really helpful thing. I don't think that, I'm just going to tell you from personal experience, I don't think it's anything to be afraid of, but that's my personal opinion. And I know it is vastly different from a lot of people's opinions out there on this topic. And this topic is a very, gosh, what's the word? Controversial topic for some reason. To me, it's like to each their own. Whatever you want to do your face, it is your face, your mind, your body. You should do whatever you want. No one should tell you what you can and cannot do. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do it, polarizing. Thank you, song. I love you. And don't let anyone make you feel bad one way or the other, you know, because it's your face, it's not theirs. Just my thoughts. Okay, so I'm just trying to build up this mascara without clumping it. Have any of you guys tried this mascara yet? It is a really gorgeous formula as long as you get the hang of how to use it without clumping it too much. Look how pretty that is. Huda Beauty or Cali Ray for color corrector. I usually need something peach or orange based. So the Cali Ray is going to be the more natural color corrector because it's mixed with more of a neutral tone, making it wearable for like either on its own or underneath. The Huda Beauty is going to be more intensely pigmented and more of like a true color corrector that you do need to layer a concealer on top of. So it's kind of up to you like what your level of makeup that you want to wear is. If you're okay building on top of the Huda Beauty, then get the Huda Beauty. If you want something really natural, really user-friendly, really, really easy, and like anybody could do it, then get the Cali Ray. But just my experience with those, I think they're both great. I love them both, honestly. There's not a right or wrong way to go about it. All right, I'm gonna stop talking for a second. Let's switch gears back to makeup. We're gonna build a face with the Maxine's Revenge French Face Concealer. I ordered these based off of so many people raving about it, but also my girl Afton. She's a makeup artist in LA. I've known her for years. She's incredible. I trust her opinion, and like vice versa. She's amazing. She does Julianne Hough on Dancing with the Stars, and she's just incredible. She's like my girl. I'm so freaking proud of her. I've watched her grow her career like for a long time, and she's just crushing it. Like, but she was talking about this concealer, and I was like, okay, well, if Afton's talking about it, then I need to check it out. So, you know what I mean? So Maxine's Revenge French Face, I'm gonna apply light peach, and we're gonna do, sorry for the sniffles, we're gonna do a little bit here. We're gonna clean this up just with concealer, make our life easy. And I know I'm missing some stuff, I'm so sorry. This concealer will work for anyone. There's no age limit with concealer. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anyone ready for turkey and stuffing? Julie? Yeah, I am. Oh, thank you for understanding. I really appreciate that. I live with chronic allergies. Okay. And then Dina is asking you, Nikki, would you say your new favorite bronzer along with Dior is Armani? Oh, with Dior and Armani is Hung's? Yes, but I keep pulling those other two. I cannot stop. But the Hung one is gorgeous, very pigmented, but also very buildable at the same time. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I have to be really honest with you. I love this new one from Givenchy. I absolutely love this. This is so pretty. Let me show you it really quick. I feel like this is like become a show and tell kind of live. Isn't that pretty? It does have quite a heavy scent to it, but it's really, really nice. So now I'm going to switch to light medium beige. And we're going to pop this in the areas that I need extra coverage. And this is going to be a deeper shade. So we're going to use this as our foundation. Now a little bit goes a long way. Sorry for the sniffles. I know. I'm so sorry. I really try to be aware of the sniffles. I'm hyper aware of it now because, you know, Mitch, my husband, edits my videos, right? Edits my YouTube channel. And he's like, editing out your sniffles in between sentences is a full-time job. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, I feel ashamed. I was laughing so hard, but like, I was like, oh my God, that really hit. Okay, I'm going to blend this out with the N19. I know, I'm sorry, Jolisa, you're so sweet. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys. You're so nice. Okay, I know I'm missing a lot. I know. And Angelic says, LOL Mitch. I know. He is a crack up, you guys. All right, please help. I need the absolute best recommendations for dry, mature skin for concealer and setting powder. Nothing is working right. Okay, but let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you a question. If you're using everything and nothing is working right, when I hear comments like that, it signals to me that you need to check your skincare routine, because if nothing is working, if you've tried everything, which is very hard and very expensive, and nothing is working, I just want to make sure you are also taking a good look into your skincare routine, because a lot of the time skincare is what's going to be the main issue, and then makeup is like the band-aid, you know what I mean? So I can definitely give you a ton of recommendations, and I am working on doing a dry skin product focused video just for my dry skin people out there. So if you can hang out and like wait for that video to come out, it's gonna be very, very helpful. But if not, small thing to take into consideration is make sure you're opting for products that have hydration in the name. So like glowy, luminous, glowy, luminous, what else? Major glow, like things like that, like they're in the title. Anything like that is going to be dry skin friendly. And then make sure you're using a powder that's not overly dry. I love the Makeup by Mario for all skin types, but I think it's a really gorgeous product on dry skin as well. What else? Yeah, hydration is going to be your biggest friend. Dewy. Thank you, Jennifer. Man, high five. High five for just getting in my head and like saying what I was trying to say. Layering your toner, like Celine just said, exactly. Hydration is key. Makeup is only gonna look as good as your skin prep underneath. I think we all know that by now. Yep, Allie says milky toners. Dina says milky toner. Exactly. You guys got it. I think the more you try addressing your skin prep, the more happy you're going to be with any of the makeup you have, to be honest. Like that's the way to go. Tackle your skin prep, get your skin in a good place. And if you're really, really dry and the products are just not laying well on top of your skin, you probably need to exfoliate and hydrate at the same time, very, very consistently. All right. Kim says, so order my favorite between, order my favorite between Hermes, Armani, Dior, and Givenchy. Wait, is that your order, Kim? Because that's a great order. We're talking about bronzers, by the way. Bronzers I cannot stop with. All right, love the shape of the brush. Thank you so much. And by the way, I get lots of questions on these brushes, and they're all going to be available individually, so outside of the set, starting early next year. So the brush is designed to replace a powder puff. That's why it's shaped like a triangle. So, oh, my order. Okay, that's a good question, Kim. I got to think about that, but I would say that Hermes is at the top, and then it's a definitely a tie between the Dior and the Armani and the YSL for like third. I can't tell you which one's better than the other because I like them all, and I think that all those things can be true at the same time. I don't think we have to pick like which one's better than the other. I love them all. Okay. Let's see. Barcha, I know I miss a lot of stuff that I get tagged in on Instagram, unfortunately. It is the Wild West over there on Instagram, and I don't always catch like things that I'm tagged in, and then it's like it goes into my request folder, which is a whole other story. It's a nightmare. But yeah, tag me, maybe leave me a comment, let me know that you tagged me in something. That way I'll see the comment and I could go check and look for like the tag, if that makes sense. But thank you for even asking. So this is the skin with just like the Mary Phillips, with the Maxine's Revenge. I'm just gonna grab the N18 one more time, just tap in the rest of this and melt these all together. I cannot believe how fast this live is going by. I'm like, slow it down, people. Slow it down, time. We need more time. It's going by way, way too quick. Thank you, Golden Rose. I appreciate the compliment. New Natasha Denona or Mario eye palette? Well, I can't talk about the Natasha Denona yet because I just placed the order for that one at Sephora. I bought both. I figured, I don't know. I don't know how I figured. I think that there's such good palettes for like makeup artistry, but also just really usable palettes. So I did buy both. I could tell you that I'm loving the Makeup by Mario. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's kind of up to you. You know, I think they're both really beautiful. I'll definitely keep you posted on my thoughts on both of the Natashas once I get them and I properly try them out. All right, we need to set our under eyes and the rest of our makeup. I'm gonna grab the Makeup by Mario powder that I was just talking about. This is the shade Fair Pink that I use. I'm gonna open up the cap. I'm actually gonna grab the same N19 brush. So I'm gonna pick up a good amount. I always show you this, guys, but I'm gonna show you again. This is my favorite way to use this kind of product with this brush. So picked up a big amount, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna push this into the palm of your hand, because your palm of your hand is gonna be like a cup. Don't do the top, that's messy and not useful. You're gonna push it into the brush till it's evenly distributed like that, okay? So once it looks like this, you just press this on. It's a thin amount, and you just evenly press it on. Don't drag it, don't tug, don't swipe back and forth, you just press. And I designed this brush to line up along the side of your nose, to go down, and to smooth and lay down a powder just like a powder puff, except it's not disposable and you keep it forever. Same thing. And I'm missing a lot of questions, so sorry. Tutorial please on mirror and light setup. Can't stand to apply makeup. Can't stand to apply makeup due to pain. I'm so sorry. I was gonna misread that. And need glasses to see up close. Having difficulty changing to different new light setup. Please help. Do you have a window you could set up in front of? Because a window is going to be your best friend and having that natural light. So if you have a window to set up in front of, and you know, obviously get like a comfy chair. I ordered a really comfy chair off of Wayfair, and that's how I do my makeup when I'm doing my YouTube channel. It's a really comfy chair. It was very affordable. It's like a soft velvet material. But I love that chair. And then for lighting, you know, it depends on like what kind of investment you want to make. The light that I have propped in front of me right now, it's from the brand called The Makeup Light, is the actual name of the brand. And it's about a $300 light, and it's an investment, but you will have it forever. It's like the most, it's the best replication of like what natural light will look like on like a bright sunny day. So it gives you a really great idea of what your makeup is going to look like. So I highly recommend The Makeup Light is the brand once again. But if you don't make the investment, if you want to just rely on something a little bit more affordable, if you can set up in front of a window, any window in your house, that's going to be the best bet for you. Okay, I'm going to grab that Givenchy bronzer that I talked about earlier. We're going to set the Mary Phillips underpainting palette and kind of further enhance it with the Givenchy. The shade that I have is 002, okay? Thank you, Nancy. So sweet. Now, I like to use the 104 for this bronzer because if I use the N18, since there's 4 quadrants of color, I want an even distribution of these colors, and this is going to pick up probably like 2 at a time. And this I want to be like very soft, and I want to get all 4 of these. So swiping in with a bigger brush like the 104 is going to be really, really easy, okay? And also at Claudia, I am in front of a window, and the makeup light that I have, it comes with, this is my backup one from my Pro Kit. You can buy a suction cup for it individually. You suction it and you mount it to like either a glossy wall or a window, and then you hang the light onto that. It's amazing. I bought it for hotel rooms when I'm doing clients in hotels and the lighting is atrocious. It's a game changer. Loose powder, Mario or Laura Mercier? I would go Mario, because Laura Mercier, unless you buy the original one, the reformulations that are not containing talc are not it. Not my favorite. So dry skin, let's see this one. Dry skin beauties who are asking, I just switched to RMS Hydra Loose Powder and I love it. I'm so happy that powder is working for you. That's good to know. I prefer the By Terry hyaluronic powder for my dry skin people too. I would have mentioned that one, but it is a little bit difficult to get that product. It's always sold out, and it's very, very pricey. All right, just bronzing up a bit more, dipping into all 4 like I just mentioned. Oh my God, thank you so much, Dina. But yeah, By Terry is amazing. Okay, hey Nikki, what do you think of, hi Paulina, what do you think of the Westman Today stick or the Victoria Beckham contour stylus? Will be good for underpainting? 100%. Either one's good. The underpainting technique, I would say that the Victoria Beckham one is a little bit more pigmented, so I'd probably do that one. But the West Atelier is beautiful too. I do prefer the West Atelier contour stick on top of foundation though, just FYI. All right, we haven't done blush. We haven't done lip, and this live is flying by at the speed of light. I want to do one more thing with this Makeup by Mara palette before I completely move on from eyeshadow. And I want to just take a light color. Let's grab a very dirty N24 brush. I want to dip into this beautiful, soft, satiny shade. I just want to do a finishing touch and highlight this inner corner. I love doing the lips too. Lips are like my favorite part on clients as well. I love doing people's lips. I love lining people's lips. Oh, when I used to work at MAC, I would be asked to help line certain people's lips, and I loved it. I was so flattered. I was like, yeah, give it up. Let me do it. I love it. Okay, so just tapping this on, building up a nice highlight. Okay. Kept your videos on in the background during the World Series. We believe you were good luck. Oh, Rebecca. That is so sweet and so, I'm so flattered. I grew up in LA. I am an LA native. So I love that. Like Dodgers are like, you know, I'm obviously a Dodger girl. Okay, so we need to do some blush. And for blush, I want to keep it soft. So let's pick up something that I think that I know is gonna be really soft and pretty. Let's do the shade She's Blushing from Patrick Ta. And again, if you're just popping on, this is the giveaway. All my Patrick Ta PR. Just combine those. Did you like that? So let's grab an N20 brush and we're gonna dip it into the powder. So powder of She's Blushing. We're gonna do Patrick Ta's method. Just gonna tap this on. Now I have bronzer on, so I do have a little color coming on right now. So we're just gonna build up. My hoodie and mirror are amazing. Thanks. Oh, Carla, you're so welcome. So it's like hoodie season, so it's like perfect timing. A little bit on my nose. It's got a nice glow going. Just like that. Oh, thank you so much. That's a sweet comment, a sweet compliment. Jess is asking, Nikki, how would you feel about releasing a merch piece that says quite literally on it, it would be so cute. Oh, that is cute. I love that idea. I am working on so much merch right now. I can't even tell you. I'm working on so much merch. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much in the works being worked on right now. Jingle Bell, does anyone know what happened to the super chat feature? I turn it off. No one needs to send me a super chat for anything, although I appreciate it. Come hang out. That's all anyone would ever need. So I turn it off because yeah, just not something that I want to allow, although it's incredibly sweet. Just gonna tap this on the cream, by the way, with the N17, the backside. Yeah, I turned it off a long time ago. Sometimes it gets turned back on because there's a setting. It's like an internal setting on YouTube that you have to like remember to turn on and off. Anyway, it's complicated, but just come and hang out and do not worry about any kind of super chat. I'm 5'9", have long arms. What size hoodie would you recommend? You're okay, Fallen. You're 5'9". I'm about 5'5". You have long arms. How do you want the fit to be? Because they are slightly oversized. So just keep that in mind. So if you have long arms, you're 5'9", you are a lot taller than me. I would say between a medium if you want it to be a little more like less room, I guess. But again, it depends on what size you're comfortable wearing. Like what size is gonna be like comfy on you. Like I like to wear a medium because it's really cozy on me, and I like it to actually, it ends up covering my butt because I'm short, and I love that feeling. But I think it's, for everyone, it's different. I think hoodies are very personal, like how you like it to fit, you know what I mean? But I would say between a medium and a large should work. The sleeves are not going to be short either way. If I'm being honest, I think you're going to be fine with the sleeves. I won't even worry about it. All right. this is going by so quick. I have got to catch up. Let's do a lip combo. And for the lip combo, I have a really cute combo in mind. I'm going to do, first of all, we're going to powder our lips. What do you think of Mara's plumping blush along with Mara's plumping blush? Does he have a plumping blush? I like his powder blush and the cream blush that's like a twist up. It's not my favorite. And then the one that comes in like a round container is also not my favorite, just based on my skin type. It's a really dewy formula that just doesn't sit that well on my skin. But I know people that love it, so it's just not my personal favorite. Anyway, let's do a lip combo really quick, guys. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. We're gonna line first with Keep It Effortless. Both are from vanngo. Sorry, I can't talk. Just got really quiet. Oh, thank you, Kim. I'm so happy you liked that video. I hope you found it helpful. There's so much new makeup. It's like hard to keep track of like how to apply it and like the best practices. So glad you found that helpful. Okay, she's not gonna answer me, but I love her anyway. Oh, messy me over 50. Sending you love. Please ask me your question again. I know I miss so many on this chat. It's so hard to keep up. I just try my best. But also, if you have a question, feel free to like leave it on any of my YouTube videos, and hopefully I'll catch it there, or Mitch will catch it. But don't give up on me, girl. Okay. Trying to keep my eye on this chat. Now I'm going to switch to Fill It In. Thank you, Celine. I love you guys. I know you understand. I appreciate you. Your favorite clean makeup brand? Ooh, that's a tough one. Messy Me Over 50. I have a really unpopular opinion about this. Oh my God, you just opened up a can of worms. I'm so sorry. Listen, I know a lot about the beauty industry. I work behind the scenes on campaigns. I work behind the scenes with brands. I know a lot of the ins and outs of like paying to play and just things that happen. And I'm gonna be really real with you, and I've talked about this before, but the reality is what determines a clean brand over like a dirty brand, right? Because that's essentially what you're saying. Clean is, okay, thank you. I'm not gonna repeat that, but I totally agree with you. A lot of it is scare tactics in the beauty industry. It's a marketing term that is overused, and it's a marketing term that is also used and abused. And it's also a marketing term that people, I'm not saying any brands, but a lot of brands pay to put on their labels, okay? And what makes one brand clean versus the other is a lot of the time it's total, you know what? And I don't believe in it. I don't buy into it. Are there brands that have significantly better ingredients than others? 1000%, okay? But to call one brand clean versus not clean is most of the time marketing and marketing scare tactics. And I just don't want you to get caught up on that. Yes, if you buy makeup from the 99-cent store, is that going to be a clean makeup brand? No, it's not. Okay, so there's differences in clean versus not clean. But I don't want you to get caught up with like the scare tactics a lot of brands and the beauty industry uses. So just a little, thank you for agreeing with me, Ashlyn. I appreciate you. At the end of the day, it's a marketing term. Use your best judgment. And I'm going to stop it there because I just get really heated with this, this type of marketing mumbo jumbo, and I'm just not here for it. So anyway, I love you for asking. Thank you for asking a question again. I really appreciate you and your patience. And I hope that kind of helps you in some way, just to not be so fearful. I don't want you to be fearful of makeup. Again, if you're buying makeup from a street vendor where you don't know where it's coming from, or if you're buying makeup from like literally a 99-cent store where you don't know where it's coming from, you don't know where the ingredients are sourced, then yeah, I would be a little spooked by that for sure. And that's not gonna be your cleanest products. But when you're walking into any of the brands at Sephora, most of the time they're gonna be made at the same place. The only difference is they're gonna be either paying for that clean label or they're not. So okay, I'm gonna leave this topic now because I get too overwhelmed. All right, we're gonna apply Modesty from MAC Cosmetics, and everything I'm using or that I've used for this tutorial is going to be linked once this gets uploaded. So if you missed anything, if you came in halfway through the video, it's all going to be linked there. I promise you that. So we're going to finish up this makeup. I'm really happy with the eyes. I think they look really pretty. They're like a soft, sultry kind of look. They're not overly done. They're not too dark. Let me show them one more time up close. The lip is like a nice, you know, mid-tone, medium, kind of nude. The blush is pretty. The blush is definitely blushing, but it's still soft enough, and the look is still very balanced. So it's always what I'm going for, especially with a Sunday makeup look. So we need to lock this into place. Please excuse the shake. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Setting Spray. And by the way, P.S., I'll use this in another video, but I picked up a refill finally of the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Face, and something. This is basically a primer infused type foundation to even out your skin tone. I have the shade 4, so we'll use this in an uncut pretty soon. For now, this is my face with those 2 Maxine's Revenge concealers only. All right, let me spray this. Hold, please. Oh my God, Allie. Allie, that was hilarious. The timing of that was unbelievable. Oh my gosh. You were so funny. Okay, hold, please. But for real. If you're not doing a minimum of 6 sprays, you're not doing enough, and you're not letting your setting spray do what it's supposed to do, which is lock in your makeup. You guys, I made such a mess below me on my counter. I have so much cleaning to do, so many things to catch up on. I absolutely plan on getting a matcha today. I don't know where I'm going to get it, but I know I'm going to get it. I hope you guys had fun. I had the best time on this live. I'm going to just take this out of my hair, show you the finished look one last time. This is the makeup look. My hair's a little dirty, and I love it. I'm going to link my top because so many of you liked it, so I will definitely link this today. But this is the makeup look. It's fresh. It still has glowy skin, which is good. It's balancing out the eyes. The eyes are soft and I think really pretty. And I love the lip. So everything I use, in case you missed any of the details or the names, everything's going to be linked and listed in the description box below, as well as the most important thing, all the details on how to win my Patrick Ta PR. I'm going to show you it one last time so you guys can get excited. I'll be announcing the winner on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday's a good day. I'll be announcing the winner on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my time zone. I'm in SoCal, in case you didn't know. But this is what one person is going to win. You're going to get the Patrick Ta 6-pan eyeshadow palette on the right of me over here. And you're going to get the 4 double beautiful shimmery eyeshadows, the brush, the whole package. Everything is going to be shipped to you nice, and I cannot wait to send this to one of you winners. So the details on how to win are always going to be super simple, nothing intense. So check the description box of this video. Give this video about 15 minutes to upload, and for me to pop those things in there. It takes me a minute to type it all out. Once that's uploaded, jump in, enter to win, and I'll announce the winner on Tuesday. But for now, this is the look. I love you guys so much. I had such a blast. I hope you have the best rest of your Sunday, whatever you're going to do. If you're going to get a matcha, I hope it's a good one. If you're going to go shopping, I hope you get good stuff. If you're going to clean, I hope this set you up and put you in a good mood to do so. But have the best day. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and that's it. I love you guys. You're the best people on the internet. I'll see you soon.